You both might have a different viewpoint. Our job is going to be to bring you both in a way together to make the best investment decisions.
Sometimes the time is right when the time is right. He is somebody I met in 2017. He always wanted to start with an investment in the Dubai market. And 2024 is what it was for him. He, along with another friend of his, wanted to really take a look at the Dubai market again and really start investing. So what we ended up doing is have them sign up on the Dubai Wealth Builder program. And it's a little bit of a challenge trying to get two friends who might think alike, can also think differently sometimes. Him and both of his friends were then escorted along into a strategy session. We then went on to help them virtually select properties, qualify based on the criteria that we established. One of them then visited Dubai. We went physically to see the properties, the different showrooms, and get a feel of the areas and the locations so that we could then make better decisions. The process took about maybe a month to 2 months, but the good thing is they win by getting the best property. Dubai wins by getting a great customer, great client. We win because we get to service them, and the real estate market in Dubai wins overall.
Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wonderful seeing you guys on a Saturday morning, afternoon. Good afternoon. Where are you guys joining in from? Krishna, Unni, Sudhi, Abi, Sri, Muhammad Khan 399. Muhammad Khan 399. Everybody watching on YouTube as well, welcome. Guys, listen. We generally talk about real estate, a little bit about life, some about business as well. The idea is for me to get my experience, or humbly whatever I've learned in life, specifically with regards to real estate as well, to get it out there. Welcome, Phil. Welcome. If you guys have really you guys have questions that you'd like to share with me, I'd be happy to take you live online with me on the phone. Or you could ask me a question, drop me a question in the chat box, and I'd be happy to answer. Everybody who's here, welcome, guys. Welcome, Phil. Welcome, Muhammad Khan, and everybody watching on YouTube. Sorry, I can't give you guys a thumbs up, or I can't give you a shout out on YouTube because I simply can't. YouTube doesn't give me this ability to see names. I want to check if YouTube does that, by the way. Just FYI. So let's get into the nitty gritty. I'd love to know which country you're joining in from. Just drop your country in the comment section. Tell me what country you're from. I'd love to know. I'd love to know what country you're joining in from. And if you're here to learn about real estate, if you follow my channel because you're a friend of mine, or you just know me, or if you're just interested in general information about Dubai and Dubai real estate, I'd love to hear a little bit about that. Okay, a little bit about you. Oh, Muhammad Khan, Australia. Wow, mashallah. You're based in Australia right now. What time is it in Australia right now? Wow. I'd imagine it would be a time a little bit later, isn't it? Sydney, 8:33 p.m. Oh, we're a good time. 8:33 p.m. is perfect. So if I was doing this live for people based in Australia, this would be perfect time because you'd be at home, dinner is already done. Probably there's nothing to watch on the telly because nobody watches the television anymore anyways. And if you, 8:30 p.m., thank you very much. Yeah, I checked my world clock. It was 8:33. If you're browsing the YouTube, then, if you're on my channel, alhamdulillah, it's very nice to be meeting you. Welcome, guys, everybody. Tazram, Abi, Krishnawni. Guys, let's get into some real estate questions. I do get questions throughout the week, and it'll be my pleasure to answer, okay? So I've got somebody here asking me. His name's Kudanthai Gamers. Okay, so Kudanthai Gamers. Yeah, that's an interesting name. He says, bro, back to you. I had a doubt. I bought a property for 500,000 dirhams. Can I rent that for 5,000 monthly? Can I rent that for 5,000 monthly? What's the answer in the room? Can he do that for 5,000 monthly? Anybody over here? No? Yes? Guys? You guys are all real estate media teams. Okay. I'll give you a simple answer. Okay. Guys, listen. In the Dubai market, when you buy any property, the rental return that you're going to expect to get is between 5 to 8%. Okay. So if you're 500,000, I'm actually using a calculator. I should be able to do this off without a calculator. 5% of 500,000 is going to be 25,000 dirhams. Okay. See, I did that without a calculator. Okay. But I'm still going to confirm it. It's 25,000 dirhams. Okay. If you are at the 8% mark, okay, 500,000 divide by into 0.08. I'm talking about net income. Okay. You're going to be getting about 40,000. If you're at, let's say 11%, which is kind of unlikely, but I'm going to push it all the way to 12%. So let's do 11%, right? So 5, 8, and 11%. So if you are doing 11% of your 500,000 dirham property, that's going to be, let's say net 11%, right? Which is very difficult, okay? You're going to be making about 4,583 dirhams per month, okay? So if you ask me like, hey, is it possible? Yes, it is kind of possible. I'll tell you why it's possible. These numbers are not unheard of. 5% is pretty cool. 25,000 divided by 12. You're making about 2,083 dirhams per month if you're at 5%. If you're at 8%, you're making 3,333. Okay. Now, the high likelihood is that you're going to be somewhere between... Maher, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Welcome. Tamanna Siddiqui, welcome to this live. The likelihood that you're going to, if you do a lot of work and have somebody really helping you, the likelihood is that you're going to be somewhere around 8% if you're really pushing it, otherwise 7%. So the likelihood of you making a lot of money all the way up to 5,000 dirhams per month, which is 60,000 dirhams monthly, is going to be slightly challenging. Assalamu alaikum, Maher. Hope you're well. Hope everything is well with family and everything, yeah? Now, it's not unheard of, right? What could you do to make more money? You could do short-term rentals. Now, short-term rentals are supposed to get you somewhere between 8 to 12%. But if you did that with a company that was managing it for you, any revenue that's made, they would take 15 to 25% straight away. Costs are all yours. They would take 15 to 25% all the way, right? So what would end up happening is you would still be squeezed down to between 2,500 to 3,300. Okay, so that's the thing. The more work you put in, the more work you can actually put in, the more work you can do, the better you might be able to make a little bit more money. It is challenging to push all the way to 5,000 dirhams per month, which is almost 60,000 dirhams. Not impossible, but you've got to do a lot of work. You've got to put in a lot of work. Okay. Jaden Kareem. Hey, everybody on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Yusuf Lakhani, welcome. Tamanna, welcome. Krishna, welcome. Muhammad Khan, welcome. Everybody watching on YouTube, hey, welcome. Okay. Listen, I can't give you a shout out on YouTube because obviously I can't see your names. Let's do a Reddit search on how you can see your YouTube subscribers' names, right? So I can then relate to you guys. But I can if you ask me a question. So if you ask me a question, I can actually see you. What is this? Show your support for Fahd Dawood. You can actually send money as well. No harm. In YouTube, you can click and send money. No harm, guys. No harm. You know, I will not tell you that I'll put it towards charity. I'll probably use it myself. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Why not? All right, guys. Everybody here who's watching, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Let me give you guys Omar. Welcome. Tamanna. Welcome. Al Sabahi, welcome. Musab, Yusuf Lakhani, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Check this out, guys. Jaden asks a very good question. Gabriel, welcome. Hello, is there really no salary for real estate agents in the UAE. I want to get a little bit of a context on this, Jaden. Why are you asking? Do you want to be a real estate agent? The short answer is yes. There's no salary, okay? This is not just in the UAE. This is the world over, everywhere, okay? Real estate agents do not get a salary. Why is it like that? I don't know. The industry is kind of like based off of that, which is why the commissions are generally are supposed to make it up for them getting no salary, which generally means that it's basically your commissions are supposed to compensate for you not getting a salary. Sometimes some agents do very well. Sometimes some agents end up not doing well, right? It's a simple basic reality. If you ask me, I strongly do believe that agents should be paid a salary. It's just I can't push this agenda. It's something, my belief, my opinion. I think that agents should get paid a salary. Most agents don't get paid a salary. Okay, that's just the way it is. Okay, Calvin Klein, welcome. Hey, how are you? Okay, most agents don't get paid a salary. Now, great to see you again, Calvin Klein. All right, Calvin. Thank you very much. My pleasure seeing you again as well. So Jaden, but here's the thing, Jaden. If you're looking for a job in the Dubai market, who does pay a salary, if you want to work in real estate, the developers generally pay a salary. But the developers, they've become very smart as well in terms of they hire based on experience, they hire based on you delivering results. And I can say it is quite cutthroat, but I imagine it's not as cutthroat as Wall Street, perhaps. I don't know. The environment here has its own requirements, and you might be able to do well, you might not be able to do well, but there is competition, but it's healthy. Okay, there's nobody who's going to we're in a very clean, nice, safe country, so most of the competition is going to be pretty much above board. Okay, people aren't going to be looking to hurt you in any other way, so it's going to be good. Jaden Kareem asks on YouTube, great to see you again. It's Ojo from X Strike. Assalamu alaikum. Ojo, your name is Calvin Klein 222. Very cool on Instagram. Mr. Ojo from X Strike, welcome. I'm going to answer this question. Guys, listen. Guys, can we do something? There is a little course on my website. I think it's $28 for anybody looking to come into real estate. Can we, for the next 2 days, make it free? It's only $28. Can we make it free, like a coupon to these guys? Ojo, I recommend you to download the course. It's not even a course. It's a 1 hour. It's 1 hour me explaining what it will take for you to exceed in real estate. Okay, send a message where? To Instagram. Send a message on Instagram, brother. Okay, we'll give you some kind of coupon code. And, you don't have to pay even $28. Just download it. It's 1 hour. Just watch it. And it's going to answer your question. I will answer your question here as well. But I'm going to give you a little bit beyond that, okay? So, Calvin, Ojo, stick around. I'm coming to your question, okay? Jaden asks, is it easy to make a sale in a month? What's the average that an agent can sell houses in a month? If you're fresh, brand new, you don't... Look, if you have real estate experience elsewhere, if you have good communication skills, if you've been in a sales environment before, okay, you will be able to do deals in 1 to 2 months. Okay, so good communication skills, you've been in a sales environment. Guys, people who've been in a sales environment before, it's just that they develop different layers of thick skin. Okay, they can go through, and even I am not that thick skinned, I'll tell you. But I do know that to be a successful salesperson, all you've got to do is go through 100 no's or 10 no's. Like, actually, in reality, alhamdulillah, my communication is fairly decent. I can get a yes after maximum 10 no's. Maximum. I have had situation after 15 no's. Like, this happened in 2013 We had some properties in some areas in one particular development, and I did 15 viewings until I got my first sale. Okay, big deal. But the issue with most people is they wish to stop after doing 5 or 6 or 7 viewings. You've got to be brave. You've got to rely on Allah and go forward. Okay. Welcome everybody who's here. Tamanna, Rose Garden. Hey, Ankush, Soman, Rose Garden. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Ankush, Soman. Hey, brother, how are you? Ojo, Mohammed Khan. Eric Bad, hey, how are you? Okay, so this is my general message for everybody. Okay, everybody who's here on YouTube, I can't give you guys a shout out, but on Instagram I can. Rose Garden, everybody, guys, listen. Bismillah, whatever you want, you've got to live the dream every day and go forth towards it every single day. Fear will stop you. What's on the other side of fear? Nothing. Nothing. If there's anything that you've ever feared in life, what's on the other side of fear? Nothing. Life goes on. Number 2, a lot of times we end up caring what other people think. Psst, secret. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Think about yourself. Like, you know that friend of yours who ended up getting married and moving to Iceland and maybe lives in an igloo and she's an Eskimo now. She's living her life. Do you care? Well, maybe you care. And maybe you talk about her once or twice with your friends, because maybe you're that kind of person. But beyond that, she doesn't care about you, okay? She's living her life. Alhamdulillah, right? Last but not the least. So there's nothing on the other side of fear. There is nobody cares. And third, there is no perfect time. There is no perfect time. So when you're asking me all these questions about, can I get into real estate? Can I do this? Can I take care of this? Can I move countries for this job? Can I get married to this person? Can I do this? Guys, listen. There will never be a perfect time. You're not perfect. Time's not perfect. Time is not perfect. Just follow your path to your dream. Live it every day. Say Alhamdulillah and move on. So this, in a nutshell, to Ojo, to Jaden, to everybody who's looking to take that step, guys, nothing's on the other side. Just go forward. And if you say, can I do this part-time? Okay, I'll tell you no. You shouldn't be doing this part-time. You shouldn't be part-time committed to anything, right? Because half a commitment is half a commitment. It's either yes or no. Yes or no, right? Yes, guys? Only one person agrees in the room with me. Yes or no? No? Sanka, no? Yes or no? Okay, Sanka doesn't mind. The point is, you're either yes or you're no. Choose your path. Move forward. Right? So if you want to go in real estate, and if you think, okay, I want to do real estate part-time, okay, go, no problem. Start. You'll probably not succeed like that. Out of 100 people, you could pick out one person who started real estate, or 2 people, maximum 2. 2% people will succeed in real estate in Dubai or anything else in the world doing it part-time. Now, the thing is, if fear is holding you back because you're like, oh, I've got this full-time job, how would I support myself? Man, make a choice. First of all, rely on God. God will take care of you. Don't worry. I'm saying this to people who have faith. I'm a Muslim. We have a certain belief function that God takes care of things. He is responsible for you in this world. Take your steps that get you to better opportunities. If that job that gives you 10,000, 15,000 today, and you go into real estate, trust me, yes, it'll be tough going, but you'll get to same 10,000, 15,000 dirhams, maybe 4 months, 5 months, 6 months down the road. But the greater rewards in the long term is you might get to 100,000, 200,000 per every 2-3 months or a month. I'm not promising this to you, but it could be your path. Could be. And I'm not promising you or telling you that this could happen instantly day one. It could take you time. It's just like investors who invest in real estate in Dubai or anywhere else in the world. They expect for wins to happen instantly in the first couple of years. It's okay. It's fine. Maybe you won't win on the first property. Maybe you won't win on the second property. Maybe you win on the third property. And then that's fine. Just keep going. Alhamdulillah, right? So guys, listen. Make a lot of... we make astaghfar. We ask God and Allah for help, and then go forward. Okay, guys, listen. This course that it's not a course. It's a 1 hour me speaking about how or what it will take for you to succeed in real estate. I suggest take it on. There's a free coupon available. Just message us. Anybody who wants to, get some advice on this. Tamanna, Rose Garden, Ankush. Assalamu alaikum. How you doing, brother? Calvin, Ojo, Muhammad Khan, Eric Bad. Anybody who needs anything, any advice, you're welcome. You're welcome. Rose Garden says, yes, of course. MashaAllah. That's amazing. That's the kind of commitment we want to see. That's the kind of enthusiasm we want to see. All good, sir. Ankush, MashaAllah. Here's a guy, right? Here's a guy. I want to tell you guys about Ankush, right? Okay? I want to tell you guys about Ankush. Ankush, I'm sure you're not going to mind. Complete, thorough professional. Okay? I'm not going to mention the developer you used to work with. Complete, thorough professional. If I've ever seen somebody who is not a salesman, and this is like a compliment to him, he was never the sleazy salesman to anybody. Just a complete, thorough professional, always does his job, always follows up with people, always gives them advice, always tells you that he'll send you the information, sends the information. And guess what? He did pretty well, Ankush, right? MashaAllah. He did pretty well. So guys, those who are looking to get into real estate, if you really, Jaden, want a salary, you can go and approach a developer. You can actually do pretty well. Hey, comment and tell us what countries you're watching from. Or your nationality. Love to know, and why you're here. You just want to learn a little bit about real estate. You just happen to like our live. You were watching something and a little bit bored, and you happen to be here. I love the fact that you're here. Thank you very much. Jaden asks a few more questions. Usually, how much percentage is the commission? Does it change or is it fixed? Okay, so generally speaking, the agency fees or the commissions, as we say, are 2%. You're too kind. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much, Ankush. Are 2%, and you generally get this from the buyer. The buyer pays. If you're good and you can get the seller to also pay, which you should be, then you can actually clear up 4%. Okay. I have been part of real estate and creating marketing content, CGIs, animations, VR tours, property. But now I'm interested to get into real estate market as an agent. Jaden, get that 1 hour course. Please give it to them for free for 3 days. Okay. Let them download it, put it like free or coupon or whatever needs to be done so that they can all download it and they can benefit, right? MashaAllah. Okay. Let us know where you guys are watching from. Jaden has a few other questions. I might be fresh, but I have knowledge about real estate market. I want to know, is there any qualification requirements for watch that video. It will help you a lot. Jaden asks, I want to ask a bit of a controversial question. If you can enlighten me. Have you ever faced any racism working in real estate marketing in Dubai? I have seen mostly people are on top are No, I personally speaking, I personally think that what you think is not correct. This industry or this market was actually built by everybody together. TNT asks, you want to invest in my company? I am doing cosmetic. No, I do not wish to invest in your company. I don't do investments at the moment. Perhaps at a later stage when I have an investment arm where we're investing in firms such as yours, I would be looking at doing that. Okay, I'm a chemist and I work in a garage. Okay, garage, I guess it's a great story. You could build $1 billion company and tomorrow you could say you built it from a garage. Okay, a couple of other questions. Somebody asks, okay. Okay. Karen Sinkin asks, hey, everybody on Instagram, welcome. Who's here? Sukol, Ankush, Amir Rahil, Kelvin, Hamde Soba, Rose Garden, Tamanna Siddiqui. Okay, thank you very much for being here. Guys, shoot your questions across. I'd love to get your questions, please. Thank you very much, okay? Somebody asks in the comments section, very information and factual insight. Okay, this is a very good question. Okay, I want to discuss this very quickly before we end our live. Okay, very information, factual. I feel there are certain prime locations besides downtown and Creek Harbor that are being ignored, and that is Canals Front residents, both in Jumeirah side and Business Bay side. It would be great if you could cover these areas in any of your videos. Would be very helpful. I've got a question for you. Okay, Jaden, you're very, very welcome. Thank you, Fahd, for your answers. I subscribed and I am actively looking to get more questions from you. Okay, please. Happy to take your questions right over here. Thank you very much. Okay. Listen, let me ask you a question. So this gentleman says there's some other prime locations that are being ignored, such as downtown and Creek Harbor. Why do you think that might be the case, guys? Any takers over here right now? Any takers? Any potential takers? I'll explain to you guys something. Okay, Dubai. In Dubai, the community format has kind of become the de facto. Okay, and it has been for the last 20 years. We didn't recognize it. We didn't realize it much before, but it's one of those things which is super. How do you say this? It's not. It's. I'm not going to say it's super important, but it's super good. That there's a community around where you live, whether you live in an apartment or a building, or you live in a what do you call this thing? A villa or a townhouse, right? And what's the benefit from that? What's the benefit from that? The benefit from that is the community adds value to the environment, to the building, and so on and so forth. That doesn't mean that standalone buildings, especially now, are not going to win out, because we've got some amazing standalone buildings that are being built and are going to perform very, very well. But the reality of the situation is that what I see is the canal front residences that you're talking about. These are not in themselves communities. So yes, they're great on their own and they're very good as prime locations, but they're not communities, which is why they might be a little bit, it'll take a little bit of time before they start getting talked about. And people are going to live there, they'll have some great experiences, and they'll start talking about them, okay? And once they start talking about them, you will see that their value will start going up and up as well, okay? Guys, if you guys don't have any other more questions now, I am happy to call it a day. If you guys have more questions, comments, I'd love to hear from you. Everybody who's here, thank you very much for joining in. Thank you very much for sending your questions in. I'd love to hear on what kind of topics you'd like us to hear, like us to discuss. And guys, obviously, if you guys have burning questions, you want to really reach out to us, speak to us live, I love doing that as well. Thank you very much for all the love, the comments, the questions, the hearts, the hundreds. I can't see who's sending the hundreds, but thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for being here today. Loved being here. If you guys have any other questions, I'm still here. You can send them across to me, but if not, then I am. Oh, what's this? Fourplex in apartments, best investment appreciation, cash flow, principal, good debt, good equity. Yes, fourplex and apartments, best investment appreciation. The thing is, we don't have a lot of fourplexes over here, and everybody can't afford a fourplex, okay? But I think that will get built, and once that gets built, you're going to see it more and more in the market, okay? We don't have that. But you're saying grow with Alex. Fourplex in apartments, best investments, appreciation, cash flow, principally good, debt, good equity. Fair enough, okay. Yes, Jaden, we generally go live every Saturday, 11 a.m. unless there's something that's overbearing and I might be preoccupied with something else. But generally speaking, we're going to try and stick to that time of 11 a.m. on a Saturday, okay? Thank you very much, Jaden. And if you'd like to, everybody who was watching on Instagram, on YouTube, Tamanna, Rose Garden, Sokol, Abi, Sri, Ankush, Soman, Amir Rahil, House of Hope, Kings and Queens, everybody who was here, thank you very much, guys, for being here. If you like, you can always send us a question. We would be happy to take questions from you guys and then answer your questions. There are some questions. Sorry, I kind of missed these questions. Sorry. So your top 3 investment. Hi Saj Sokol asks. Amir Rahil asks. Assalamu alaikum. Sokol. This is a good question. Hi Saj Sokol asks, your top 3 investments. Top 3 investments. Look, I would recommend, depending on the budget, obviously, If you've got the budget, then obviously you go as close as possible to the water. Pick your community. If you've got a residential budget, then you go to JVC. And if you got a little bit of a better budget, then you go to Dubai Creek Harbor and just wait for a little while, okay? Or MBR City, okay? These are the top 3. So the top would be something around water or downtown. So you could do I would like to do a penthouse overlooking downtown, or absolute sea view, something like on the Palm, okay? So something where the sea meets the skies, okay? Something as beautiful as that, okay? But if you don't have that, then if you want just residential, JVC is a good place, JVT is a good place, Arjan is a good place. And if you have a little bit of a mid to high end budget, then you can look at Dubai Creek Harbor and MBR City, which are very nice places also, okay? Where do you live? I live in the UAE. Ankush Saman, some are unrealistic, but still give it on papers. Okay, I didn't understand that. All right, guys, I want to say thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. It was really pleasure seeing you guys all over here, and I appreciate the questions coming through. Tamanna says, can you please give your thoughts for Dubai land, like how it will be it will be good, okay? It'll just take some time, Tamanna, but it will be good, but you've got to manage expectations for yourself and your investors. Why do I say that, okay? Do you have it Instagram? Jaden, I can't find it on your channel description. Yes, we have Instagram. Of course, we have Instagram. You will be able to find it. I think it should be on my channel description, okay? It's my name, Fahd Dawood Official. Tamanna, here's the thing, right? First of all, Dubai land is a huge area. Like, to be honest with you, it stretches all the way. It stretches all the way from, I think, from close to Dubai Silicon Oasis or Dubai Land Residential Complex, all the way to Jumeirah Golf Estates and beyond as well, okay? So if you really look at Dubai land, actually it would be good for me to see how Google defines Dubai land on Google Maps. Let me see, okay? Because it'll probably give me an area. Dubai land. No. The basic thing I'm going to explain to you, Tamanna, is that you've got to take care of your clients' expectations. And I'll explain something to you guys. There's a story about 3-4 years ago, and somebody I know had sold a townhouse in Emaar South. Is Emaar a great developer? Yes. Is the townhouse amazing? Yes. Okay. So on and so forth. But what they did not explain to this person who was buying internationally is that Emaar South is going to take a little bit of time to completely develop, or around it is going to take a little bit of time to completely develop, right? So you've got to set expectations for people. You've got to tell them, look, if you, like even today, if you invest in Dubai South and you drive down there, you're going to have to close your eyes and envision a fully functioning area and a community and so on and so forth. Same thing applies to Dubai land. You've got to think Dubai land 5 to 10 years from now. And you've got to think, okay, Dubai land is already developing. There's great developers who've already done amazing developments and launched good developments there. How is it going to develop in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? If you go and buy in over there today, and you expect the rents to start competing with Jumeirah Village Circle, don't do that. Tell your investors, like, look, it will reach to a certain stage where it will compete with JVC, because JVC will go and become higher priced. Dubai land will then become what JVC might be today. And then so on and so forth. But if your investors start investing there and expect, like, okay, I'll be able to flip an apartment here in 2 years' time, just like they are able to flip in Jumeirah Village Circle, don't do that. And now, don't take my literal words for communities as literal. I'm giving loose examples, okay? So don't say, oh, you said JVC. This is not professional advice. It's food for thought. You guys have to think through the points I am giving you. Does that make sense, Tamanna? All right? Have I been able to explain this? Tamanna Siddiqui, I hope that makes sense. Guys, thank you for everybody who actually joined in. I appreciate it again. Thank you again. Tamanna, Rose Garden, Sokol, Mohit Malik, Ankush, Assalamu alaikum. Hey, bro. House of Hope. Everybody who was watching on YouTube as well. I hope I was able to answer your questions. If not, there's a number here. You can always reach out to me. Yes, got it. Thank you, Tamanna. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Lovely seeing you. See you guys very soon. Very soon. Do we need to learn Arabic to survive in Dubai real estate? Mainly, who are the buyers? No, you don't need Arabic. You should speak Arabic. It's a lovely language, and try to learn it so that you can actually converse with a lot of the buyers who might be only speaking Arabic. But generally speaking, you can do fairly okay with English on its own. Thank you very much for everybody showing me a thumbs up, sending hearts, love. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.
You both might have a different viewpoint. Our job is going to be to bring you both in a way together to make the best investment decision.
You know, sometimes the time is right when the time is right. He is somebody I met in 2017. He always wanted to start with an investment in the Dubai market. And 2024 is what it was for him. He, along with another friend of his, wanted to really take a look at the Dubai market again and really start investing. So what we ended up doing is have them sign up on the Dubai Wealth Builder program. And it's a little bit of a challenge trying to get two friends who might think alike, can also think differently sometimes. Him and both of his friends were then escorted along into a strategy session. We then went on to help them virtually select properties, qualify based on the criteria that we established. One of them then visited Dubai. We went physically to see the properties, the different showrooms, and get a feel of the areas and the locations so that we could then make better decisions. The process took about maybe a month to 2 months, but the good thing is they win by getting the best property. Dubai wins by getting a great customer, great client. We win because we get to service them, and the real estate market in Dubai wins overall.